Hi, thank you for watching Digging to China. I'm Dong Xiong. When a former intern at China's state broadcaster accused one of the country's best-known TV anchors of sexual harassment in 2018, it energized women's rights activists in the country who saw it as a sign the Me Too movement was gaining momentum in China. But 3 years later, many supporters of Me Too say they are pessimistic about the prospects of cases filed by accusers and the willingness of more people to come forward, as some face defamation suit and the former intern Zhou Xiaoxuan objects to the way the court is handling her lawsuit alleging sexual harassment against CCTV presenter Zhu Jun. Mr. Zhu denies wrongdoing. On Friday, May 21st, hours before a scheduled hearing in Ms. Zhou's case, she published a post on China's Twitter-like Weibo service saying the court had notified her lawyers that her case would be delayed. It couldn't be determined why the court delayed the case. The Chinese court system is sometimes opaque and often doesn't make its process and the reasoning for decisions public. Regardless of the reason, many of her supporters expressed disappointment about the delay. Darius Longarino, an expert on Chinese law at Yale University, said Ms. Zhou's case is sensitive for the government because it involves a high-profile state media personality and is generating a large amount of attention and discussion. He said it is difficult to know why her case was postponed or how frequent delays are in the Chinese legal system. Political pressure is exerted in sensitive cases, he said. However, no official is going to tell you if a decision was the result of political pressure. The delay came after Ms. Zhou released a number of details about her case on Weibo on Thursday, saying she was upset the court hadn't classified her case as a sexual harassment claim or made the court hearing public. Ms. Zhou filed her lawsuit in 2018 claiming an infringement on personal dignity because that was the legal option available at the time to those alleging sexual harassment. After the country's Supreme People's Court allowed sexual harassment to be listed as a cause for action in 2019, she sought to have her case amended. According to Ms. Zhou's description released Thursday, the judge at a hearing in December had rejected her request on the grounds that the category applied only to disputes at education institutions. Mr. Longarino said that the court had no basis to reject Ms. Zhou's request to classify her claim as a sexual harassment case, and that other court cases in which alleged sexual harassment didn't take place in an educational facility have proceeded under such a classification. They are clearly getting to the result they want through underground reasoning, he said. Discussion of Me Too in China took off in 2018 after a series of allegations and petitions by university students and alumni complaining of sexual harassment by professors. Since then, though, the movement has collided with what activists say are cultural norms that frown on questioning the status quo and deep-seated biases against women in society. Many women who have come forward with sexual harassment allegations also have ended up being the target of threats and defamation cases by the men they accused. Women in other countries have also faced defamation lawsuits after making accusations. Beijing has sought to keep a lid on grassroots campaigns of all kinds, including those for women's rights. More than a dozen feminist social media accounts were deleted from Chinese social media sites last month. At the time, Weibo said in a post on its verified official account that some accounts were taken down because they were related to illegal or hurtful information without elaboration. Feng Yuan, a prominent feminist scholar and a co-founder of Equality, a Beijing-based nonprofit for women's rights and gender equality, says censorship of Me Too discussion on the Chinese internet is a challenge for the movement. They think people raising awareness of the problem are a threat to social stability, said Ms. Feng. Almost all cases that come out are treated as a public relations issue. Ms. Feng said she was angry that the court had informed Ms. Zhou of the delay just a few hours before the hearing, saying courts are required to give 3 days' notice. She said authorities may need more time to respond to the details that Ms. Zhou made public the night before the scheduled hearing. In 2018, an essay Ms. Zhou had written containing her allegations against Mr. Zhu went viral on Chinese social media. After that, Mr. Zhu lodged a defamation case against her. The suit alleged that Ms. Zhou posted slanderous and inaccurate material on Weibo out of ill will. Ms. Zhou denied his allegations in the defamation suit. After that suit was filed, Ms. Zhou filed her suit in September 2018, alleging that Mr. Zhu forcibly groped and kissed her 4 years earlier when she was an intern for his program, according to the complaint she submitted to the court. Mr. Zhu's lawyer declined to comment. Mr. Zhu said on Weibo last December that he never touched Ms. Zhou and had been subject to unfair humiliation. Mr. Zhu hasn't appeared on CCTV's programs recently, but remains listed as a host on the broadcaster's website. CCTV didn't respond to a request for comment. Ms. Zhou is now a freelance screenwriter. Her supporters said they were disappointed about Friday's delay. Chen Mi, a college student in Beijing, said she had planned to show up outside the Beijing court on Friday with friends to support Ms. Zhou. She said she didn't see much of a future for Me Too in China because of the trial's delay and the way Ms. Zhou said her case was being handled. Zhou Jun, a former editor at Feminist Voices, a Chinese media platform that no longer publishes, was following news of the trial from Hong Kong. She said that the difficulties Ms. Zhou has encountered, including the defamation case and the refusal of the court to classify her suit as sexual harassment, were a blow to other Chinese victims of sexual harassment who might be thinking about whether to make their accusations public. Thank you for watching. Please leave a comment and subscribe to my channel. Just click the subscribe button right here. I'll see you again shortly.